Port, north. Boom. Okay. Hey, everyone. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live. Just give me a minute here. I am doing some sharing. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. Boom. Okay. Whoops. Nope. Not that one. Boom. Okay. Pop culture. There we go. Pop culture. There we go. Do. Okay. Okay. So, anyways, yes. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right. So there we go. I am doing something different tonight. All right. So, anyways, yeah. This is Big Jim. Larry, how are you? I see you've just joined us. So, anyways, give me time to get some groove on here. All right. So, let's see here. Okay. All right. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right. It's all happening now. Let's expand this. Let's see here. All right. All right. This is Big Jims Blogcast. All right. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. All right. So, okay. Here we go. Let's share it. All right. Share now, public. Share more options. Share to a group. Let's see. Okay. Sarnia. Okay. So I'll be with you in a minute there. Sarnia, Ontario, Sarnia, anything goes. All about you. Gotta love Sarnia 2.0. Got it. Post. There we go. All right. So, hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah. Share to a group. All right. Well, anyways, welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. Okay. So, okay. It's Wine OClock Wednesday here. So, okay. All right. All right. So yeah, I will post this to my Hmm. All right. Okay, yeah. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. I know. Love that. There we go. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, just doing some sharing here. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 259, Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. It is Wine o'clock Wednesday. I love wine. Wine o'clock Wednesday. I've got my wine there, um, all right. So George Papard. There we go. Classic TV movies. Um, mm, all right. Uh, okay. All movies and TV shows. Classic TV shows of all time. There we go. All right. So, anyways, okay. 38. There we are. And so I'm going to. All right. Okay. 2 minutes. There we are. And so. All right. HELLO. There we are. Okay. How do I get this? All right. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. This is episode 259. It's Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0. Okay. It's Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. I am just. It's the middle of the week. This is Wine o'clock Wednesday for Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right. So, anyways, I'm just doing some more sharing here. Okay. So there we are. Okay. All right. So my wine for tonight. Let me do my introduction here. Okay. Let's share it to my profile. Okay. Share now, public. Okay. Oh, share to my profile. There we go. Okay. And so here we go. Never even tried. So, beside you. All right. So, Punta Cana. Right on. So, all right, we got things going here. Okay, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259. Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. Thank you for watching. I'll do my standard intro tonight. There's going to be first off, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live. It's our Wine o'clock Wednesday. I love wine Wednesdays, so no craft beer review tonight. So welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0. All right. Episode 257, Big Jims Blogcast Live every Sundays on Facebook. Maybe the occasional Fridays and Wednesdays like today, our Wine o'clock Wednesday. We're in our 5th year of Big Jims Blogcast Live, debuted back in 2018. So tonight there's no craft beer reviews, but we usually do craft beer reviews, over 200 and counting, from craft breweries right here in Sarnia and across Ontario and across Canada. Okay. Now we pair it with, and usually I'd have a craft like a nice rum or whiskey with it, but tonight no, it's just wine. And tonight I'm pairing the wine with a good cigar. And we talk about what's Big Jims Blogcast Live all about. Well, we talk about classic movies, classic TV, classic sci-fi, classic pro wrestling. We're going to cube the Rubick. We did some bongo solos, classic rock, this weekend in Van Halen history, local events near you, countdowns, birthday shoutouts to our friends, retro, classic nostalgia, and yesteryear are all the buzzwords here. Big Jims Blogcast live. Wendy, great, good. Glad to see you out here, Wendy. Fuck, Larry's fiance, good man, awesome guy. We're seen in the U.S. and Canada, also worldwide now, the U.K., Australia, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, and all that. So thank you for watching. Tune us in and turn us on and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned. Like us, share up, subscribe to us. Big Jims Blogcast Live isn't spam. All right, so I'm going to say this to the top of the hour, that Big Jims Blogcast Live isn't spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Anchor FM, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. So, all right, and I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Okay, all right. Sarnia 2.0, let's see. Supporting Sarnia, there we go. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Okay. Brown Foundation, Stokes Inland, Sarnia, Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic nostalgia groups, craft beer, wine, cigars, Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal groups, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubiks. So, anyways, yeah. There we go. Doing some more sharing. All right. Grand Band. All right. What's on your mind? Sarnia, Blogcast, inspirational blogs. Boom. Bloggers blog. All right. There we go. Yeah. And so I will, for the love of Dr. Johnny Fever. All right. Empire Strikes Back. There we are. So, okay. So, yeah. Welcome. Like I said, tonight's crap. And I will give you, my disclaimer. Tonight you may hear me say a few bad, dirty words like shit, damn, screw, fuck. Go. I'm going to warn you right now. Go to your safe space. Go get a Kleenex. And, yeah. And so, bear with me here, because you may hear those words. Bongo solos. Boom. And we're going to cue up the Rubick tonight, my wine. All right, so, yeah. So what's on tap for tonight besides wine? Here's the wine. I got it. There we go. It's like brunch. It's called Redfield Blend Brunch. So I'm going to try that in a minute. I'm going to all right. I got it on ice there. Boom. There we go. All right, and I'm going to light up a good cigar here. All right, so, and it is White Rascal Gurkha Vanilla. And so, all right, so anyways, I'll just, all right. All right. Tasty, very, very tasty cigar there. So, tonight is something different. We'll get to the wine in a minute. We're going to cube the Rubick. We're going to have some birthday shout-outs, countdowns, local events. We're going to talk about a classic science fiction movie called Battle Beyond the Stars. A classic canceled TV show from the mid-'80s, Misfits of Science. Wuher, the Star Wars bartender. A classic wrestler, Outback Jack, classic album, Billy Squire-Signs of Life, and On This Day in Van Halen history. So, boom, bongo solos. All right, so tonight's wine, It is called Brunch. It's a Redfield blend. It is by the all right. I'm opening it up. I'm trying this wine for the very first time. Same deal with the craft beer reviews. I have not. I'm trying this wine for the very first time. You know, it smells all right. It's by Organic Beverage Solutions, Burlington, Ontario, Canada. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see how this pour. Oh, look at that. Nice texture so far. I am going to give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to do so. So like I said, here it is tonight for all you wine lovers, connoisseurs. It's called Brunch. It's on the back. It says Brunch is a collection of premium beverages carefully crafted to celebrate every moment. Harvested on the southern shores of Lake Ontario, this fruit-forward yet robust blend of Baco Noir and Cabernet Franc offers notes of dark red fruit, juicy plum, soft spice, and a long lingering finish. So, well, I'll be the judge of that. So, let's see. I'm trying this for the very first time. Here we go. All right, not that bad. Not that bad. All right. So, like I said, tangy. I mean, I gotta take a look at it. Oh, yeah, you can taste the plum in it. It lingers. It's got it. You know, let me check out the notifications here. So, all right. So it lingers. It's not that bad. Not that bad. It's Wine OClock Wednesday. Big Jims Blogcast Live. Wine OClock Wednesday. I love Wine Wednesday. So, boom. And gongs. So, and bongos. So, all right. So, I'm going to let it air. Yeah, like I said, Craig, I'm not an idiot. I'm going to let it air for a bit. Like, it's not whiskey, and it doesn't need to be down. So, yeah. So, all right. Oh, all right. So we'll put this over here for now. All right. So yeah, it is. Okay, let me do some more sharing here. I know it doesn't need to be downed. Like fuck, I know. But I thought it would taste sour. I thought it would taste. It's really surprised me, and I am going to give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, and you know you're still sticking around, please feel free to do so. You know, well, I know you would, yeah. So, all right. Good cigar here is a Gurkha White Rascal Vanilla, and I got it from the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. And so, let me see. Let me take a look here. What are our... All right, so, yeah. All right, well, screw them. You know, fuck. There we go. All right, so... Okay, so I'm just doing some more sharing here. Okay. And so... All right, so anyways, yeah. All right, so birthdays, bongos. Let's see. Yeah, well. So anyways, we will get to our birthday shout outs in a minute here. All right. So yeah. Smells nice. Good flavor to it. I thought it would be sour. Plum taste to it, tangy, a little tangy, but like I said, I will give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you know what to do. If you want to all right. All right. Ah. All right. Good. And I got to say that I've made a good pairing. This goes good with that. So, yeah. All right. Boom. Bam. All right. Another bongo solo there for everyone. All right. So, anyways, yeah, I see like we've got Craig Topham out here tonight. We've got Susan. We've got Larry. We've got Larry's fiance. A whole bunch of people out here tonight for Wine OClock Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. I'm on vacation. I don't go back to my regular job until like next Tuesday. So, yeah. Well, right on, Larry. Fuck. Congratulations, Larry. Jeez. Here's a toast to Larry and his lovely fiance. So, thank you. Yes. I toast you, Larry, and your lovely fiance. So, all right. No, I'm happy for Larry. He sent me like a great letter the other day. You know what? Inspired me, and I think I shared it on the blogcast on my regular page. So, Larry, all the best to you and your like your lovely wife, your lovely to be wife. Oh, there we go. All right. So tonight, before we get that out of the way, before we get our birthday shout-outs out of the way, I am going to cube the Rubick. I'm going to try and get 20 turns. I'm going to do this 3 times tonight. All right, so, and 20 turns. I'm going to try and get the entire blue side. If I don't, 2 more tries tonight. So here we go. Drum roll. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nope. Didn't get it that quite time. I got 2 more tries to get it tonight. But if I just have it in the mount that on the Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. So, all right, handy for those mornings, like when just waking up. You need coffee. There you go. Oh, So once again, get us underway. I'm going to say the Big Jims Blogcast Live. We're not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms are to podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Plus, I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia group. Sarnia rocks. Supporting Sarnia. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction. All the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal groups. All the wine, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, Billy Squire, George Peppard, all the wine groups, and Battle Beyond the Stars as we get to that. So, anyways, we are going to get to some birthday shout-outs now. All right, so, and, all right, so birthday shout-outs, here we go. From July 17th to July 23rd, right up into this weekend, we've got Shannon Wolf, Kevin Clements, Brad McFadden, Tracy Spooner Martin, Toby Green, Nancy Travisek, Kathy McGinty Smith, Tom Hellkamp, Roxanne LaRoque, Tanier Mashima, Patty Schreider, Alan Cootering, Steve Calagiros, Ashley Wakefield. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday from Big Jims Blogcast Live. And I hope you guys have a happy birthday. Some of you upcoming birthdays. So, happy birthday, everybody. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, all right. So, here we go. Okay. And tonight's wine, it is called Brunch. It is VQA. It's brewed by Organic Beverage Solutions in Burlington, Ontario, Canada, and I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. There is no craft beer review tonight, and I'm not mixing it with anything. I've got this on ice. This wine, like it, smooth texture to it. I've paired it. I've got a good cigar with it. Mm, mm, um, mm, mm. Fruity plum taste to it. This would go good. All right, this is a good it's a good wintertime wine. It's definitely going to warm me up during the wintertime. So we'll start off with that. And like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, please feel free to throw out a number, as we're all about audience participation here at Big Jims Blogcast Live. Well, there you go, Wendy. You're welcome, Wendy. So hopefully when we make our next trip up to Port Elgin, we can get together and have a few wine or craft beer. So, all right. All right. So, yeah. Ooh, bongo solo. Boom. All right. So, anyways, that wine's really, it's got really a good flavor to it. So, there's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. That's what I was expecting, too. So, and, when I do these wine reviews, I'm not like, well, this is very exquisite tasting, very fine, highbrow. I don't use fancy language. Like I said, I go with my gut on this. So, all right. Okay. And it is very, very, very good wine. Better take it easy. I want to remain cognate all the way through this blogcast. So, all right. All right. Boom. There we go. Okay, it is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259. It is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. Midway through your week. It is Wine OClock Wednesday. I love Wine Wednesdays, so... yeah. So great. If you're following along, great, good. So, all right. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, there we go. I'm gonna do some more sharing here. Fuck. All right. So, there we are. All right. Okay. So, all right. Okay. More options, share to a group. Let's see. All right, so, all right, Chain Reaction Canada. There we are. There we are. All right, so, there we go. Just doing some toggling. There we are. So, you're welcome. You're welcome very much. All right. All right, so let's see. Let's share this one more time. More options. Share to a group. All right. RIP. All right, there we are. Okay, so yeah. All right. There we are. All right, so yeah. And happy birthday to everybody I just mentioned. So, all right. So, we're going to get to some local events now. In the past, we're well clear of COVID. Thank God for that. So, the buzzwords used to be, in the COVID era, postponed, hiatus, rescheduled, canceled. But no, they're not. Not anymore. They're back in a big way. COVID was a real pain in the ass. Rumblefish, they're rocking the Duke New Orleans 2 cruise Saturday, August 12th. You board 6:30. The cruise starts at 7:30. Starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are $30. You got to contact a band member of Rumblefish for tickets. Saturday night dances 7 to 11 p.m. at the Sarnia Legion. Downstairs, $7 cover charge. They play classic rock and country. 286 Front Street North. It runs from July till August. Friday, August 4th, Blue Water Sandfest to 2808 Omar Street, Port Huron, Michigan. It's a Sam sculpture, live music, food, beer tent. Can't go wrong with all those. Shape the Shoreline, Saturday, August 12th, Centennial Park in Sarnia. Prizes with over 50 vendors and small businesses. Friday, July 21st. Okay, yeah, good. Uh, Friday, July 21st, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. is roller skating at the Sarnia Arena. It's $7 for adult. Under 16, $5. There's a $3 skate rental. Yeah, it's a good time. So it's at the Sarnia Arena, and a DJ there. Okay, Saturday, September 23rd, 8 p.m. The Feelers at Ruster. Tickets www.ticketscene.ca. Thursday, July 20th, 8 p.m. Wayward Saints at the Refined Fool in Sarnia. This is their second location on. Excuse me. All right. 1326 London Road. It's class. They play classic rock, and it's a free show. So July 26th, Wednesday. Next Wednesday, Imperial City Brewhouse, another great brewery here in Sarnia. They have their summer Duke cruise. You got to get to the Imperial City Brewhouse at 5:30. You board the Duke at 7:30. The cruise is from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. with the band Cellar Door. Saturday, August 26, 2023 is the Mitten Village Block Party, 5th annual block party. It's a good time there. It's from 10 p.m. till 4 p.m. Live music, vendors, good times. Right on. So, all right. Okay, so yeah, always a good time with those. So, boom. Real bongo solo right there. Tonight's wine. It is wine, if you're following along, just join the game here. It is Wine OClock Wednesday on Big Jims Blogcast Live. There is no craft beer review tonight. Look at that. I love wine, Wine OClock Wednesday. There's no craft beer tonight, but the wine is called Brunch, Redfield Blend. And it is by the Organic Beverage Solutions in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. This is a good wintertime beer. Wintertime wine. It's good in the wintertime, when you're just getting in, you want to warm yourself up. Of course, I'll expand on that later. But it's got a good smell to it. Plum, you can really taste the plum in it. You can no unpleasant bitter aftertaste to it, but yeah. All right. Yeah. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and you're sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. Good cigar here. It's a Gurkha White Rascal vanilla flavored. I got that at the Riverfront Cigars right outside of Sarnia. So yeah. All right. So okay. So anyways, yeah. It is. All right. So anyways, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right, just doing some toggling there for a little bit here. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259. Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. This blogcast, as I tell you, is not spam. Like us, share it, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you'll see your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia. Chain Reaction, a great band there. All the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Billy Squire groups. All the wine, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubiks, cubes. So yeah, all right, here we go. Let's get going here. All right, so okay. All right, Now, with our first movie, all right, okay, we've got our movie, our classic movie here tonight. Um, hey, yeah, you too, Craig. All right. Have a great evening. All right, like that. All right. Okay, so there we go. All right, our classic movie for tonight. It is called Battle Beyond the Stars. Now, this was released September 5th, 1980. It was a budget of $2 million. It brought in like 7.5 million, 8 million at the box office. The cast was like Richard Thomas, who plays Shad and Akira Farm Boy. Robert Vaughn as Gelt, an assassin. John Saxon as Sador, the evil leader of the Mulmar. George Peppard as a space cowboy. Sybil Danning as Akira, like Saint X of the shit. Okay, there we go. There's like the you might remember this movie because I got it on Tubi right now. It's playing right now. The plot premise of the movie was the farming planet of Akira is under attack by the evil Marmar Empire and its leader warlord Sadar, who demands that everybody submit to him or he will blow the planet up. The leaders of Akira recruit Shad to find and hire mercenaries to protect Akira with a fast spaceship. So, all right, there we go. Along Shad's journey, he finds and recruits the space cowboy, Salem clones, Gelt, an assassin, Saint Exmir, a Valkyria warrior, and a reptilian slave Kamir of the Lazui. Shad and the recruits return to Akira and fight off several Malmor troops. A final battle brought on by Sador's army. The forces of Akira results in Sador's and Akira's forces being nearly wiped out, but Saint X-Men detonates her escape pod in Sador's stellar converter, destroying her ship and the rest of Sador's forces, saving the planet Akira. Now, this was released in 1980. My random thoughts on this: it reminded me of some movie released in 1977. I don't know what that is. Maybe it reminded me of, I don't know, Star Wars? Okay, so it was released, Battle Beyond the Stars released February 6, 2001 on DVD by New Concord. All right, so there's several clips on here. So you might remember George Peppard as a space cowboy, Robert Vaughn. They would go on to the A-Team. There's George Peppard and one of the Valkyries, a space cowboy. Here is the evil Sador, played by John Saxon, the legendary John Saxon. So, okay, so yeah, all right. So, as you can see, this movie was heavily influenced. Oh, come on. It's a knockoff of Star Wars. It was heavily influenced by Star Wars. So, but hell, I remember when my parents took me to see it for the very first time. I was like 10 years old, and I think this had an R rating. And I thought to myself, only being like 10 years old at the time, like, yeah, this is like a cheap knockoff of Star Wars. But anyways, I enjoyed the movie. So, all right. So, again, George Peppard, one of the stars of the movie, would go on to along with Robert Vaughn, go on to the A-Team. And of course, the star of the movie, Richard Thomas, would go on to, let's see here. He was currently starring in the TV show The Waltons. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, there you go. Battle Beyond the Stars. I posted several clips of Battle Beyond the Stars on my Blogcast page, so look for it. It's got everything in here: an evil warlord, an Akira farm boy. Sounds a lot like, if I think, as I'm not mistaken, George Lucas Well, how can you not be imitate? How can you not be flattered by imitations? I mean, so it was a knockoff of like Star Wars. So, all right. So, anyways, as I posted several clips and trailers from Battle Beyond the Stars on my blogcast page. Oh. The future of the planet depends on one single farm boy and his armies. So, yeah. It lots of like interesting dialogue and scenes in there. So, yeah. All right. So, okay. So as we move on, all right, that deserves a bongo solo in itself. All right, boom. Okay, I got tonight's. All right, so this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259 is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. We are not doing any craft beer reviews tonight. We've got a good wine. It is Wine OClock Wednesday here at Big Jims Blogcast Live. I love Wine Wednesday, Wine OClock Wednesday. The wine we've got is called, I've got it on ice here, it is called Brunch. It's a Redfield blend by Organic Beverage Solutions in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, it's got like a pleasant aftertaste to it. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Plum. You can really taste the plum in it. You really taste the fruit in it. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Yeah, you gotta let it breathe. And I think this would go good with like a good steak dinner or a good fish or steak dinner. Yeah. So I've got a second bottle just in the fridge there. So let's see, doing some toggling here. So, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. All right. So, yeah, we'll get to our like. I've got a good wine quote. I'm gonna throw it at you later on. Fuck. All right. Good cigar here is a White Rascal. Is a Gurkha White Rascal vanilla flavored, and it's a good pairing with this like wine I've got going on here. So, all right. So yeah, oh boy. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259. It's the middle of the week, Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. All right, bongo solo there. All right. So, anyways. And happy birthday to everybody out there. So, all right, there we go. Just doing a bit of toggling here, finding out. All right, so, yeah, boom. All right, all right, okay, all right. So, yeah, as we get to our classic TV show of the night. Our classic canceled TV show. It is called Misfits of Science. All right. This aired on NBC from October 4th, 1985 to February 21st, 1986 on NBC. 16 episodes. The cast was Dean Paul Martin as Dr. Billy Hayes. Kevin Peter Hall as Dr. Elvin Lincoln. He has the ability to shrink. Mark Thomas Mill as Johnny B. Bilowski, rock star, shocked on stage, and a young Courtney Cox, played Gloria Danello. She has telekinesis powers. Now, every one of these, like I said, every one of these people has special powers. So Kevin Peter Hall, he has the ability to shrink. He's the tallest guy in the group. Johnny Bilowski, he was electrocuted, so he's got electric powers. He was shocked on stage. Courtney Cox plays Gloria Danello. She's got telekinesis powers. All right. Okay. So, the premise of this movie. There we go. There's a better cast picture of them right there. There's a young Courtney Cox. All right. Okay. So yeah, the Misfits of Science revolves around superpowered humans and their adventures. The team is formed by Dr. Billy Hayes, a scientist at the Humanityne Institute. He specializes in human anomalies. Um, Additional characters: Mickey Jones is Arnold Iceman. The Freeder has the power to freeze anything he touches. The team drives around in an ice cream truck because the Iceman will die if he doesn't get too warm. He was around in the pilot episode, but because, as you guessed it, Marvel Comics threatened a lawsuit over a similar character. So, all right. So, yeah, let me. All right. So, just doing some toggling over here. Let's see. Okay. So, NBC put Misfits of Science in the Friday night 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. time slot as mid-season replacement. It's competition from ABC, Webster, and Mr. Belvedere, CBS of the Twilight Zone. It was getting slaughtered, so CBS moved it to the fall of the 9 p.m. 9 p.m. till 10 p.m. time slot, which was an even worse move. Here we go. They had when NBC moved it, it was up against CBS's Dallas and ABC's Different Strokes and Benson. So, yeah. Let's see. Dallas and Benson. So, there we go. Dallas, which was in its ninth season at the time, the whole Dream season where Bobby got shot. Yeah, so it was canceled. It was canceled after that. It died a quick death. There we go. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So when NBC moved it to this particular time slot right here, up against CBS's ratings juggernaut Dallas and ABC's Different Strokes and Benson, it died a quick death. So anyways, here we go. Let's see. All right. So it had Dallas. There we go. And Courtney Cox and Different Strokes. There we go. And let's see here. So Courtney Cox, as we all know, would go on to play Monica Geller in Friends. So, all right. So yeah. So there's the cast of there's Misfits. There's the cast. There's Misfits of Science right there. There's the cast right there. Yeah. For those, I remember these shows. I remember that. This was a cool show, basically. So, all right. So, anyways, and I posted several clips of of Misfits of Science, clips from the show, and interviews with the cast members on my Blogcast page. So look for it, look for it. Let's see here. Let's see what we've got. Just toggling a bit now. Let's see my notifications. All right. So, okay, there we go. All right. Okay. So yeah. And and also, Kevin Peter Hall, interesting to note, this tall guy right here in the back, the black guy, he was 7'2". So he would, it's ironic, right? So he would be the tallest guy, but he had the ability to shrink. He would go on to portray the Predator and Bigfoot Harry and Harry and the Hendersons. And so, all right. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. All right, just doing a bit of toggling here. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259. It is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. It is Wine OClock Wednesday. I love Wine Wednesdays, Wine OClock Wednesdays on Big Jim Blogcast Live tonight. We do not have a craft beer for you tonight. That's next Sunday. Boom. And we got lots of gongs, lots of bongos, and wine. And tonight's wine, it is Brunch Redfield Blend, VQA, like Brunch Redfield Blend, and is by the Organic Beverage Solutions, brewed in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. I'm going to tell you, like, I've got it on ice there. It's like a good wintertime beer, good fruity, like, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw it a number. Yeah, good texture, good taste. Yeah. I know. I'll expand more on this wine later on, like as through the blogcast. So there's no craft beer tonight. There's just like wine. So, all right, and it does go good. And I've got a good pairing with this cigar too. So, you cigar aficionados out there, pay attention. This is a good wine to go along with the cigar. All right, so yeah, and this would go good with like a good steak dinner. As I feel. All right, so yeah. All right, gonna rewind this movie up here tonight. All right, play. There we go. There it is again. All right, so as we get to like, all right, so for the second time tonight, I am going to cube the Rubick. All right, the object is to 20 turns. I'm going to try and get a full blue side or any other color. 20 turns. Here we go. There we go. All right, drum roll. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. There we go. So as you can see, I didn't quite get the blue side on 20 turns, but I will do that like a third time later on in the blogcast. If I don't do this, I'm going to do this on my blogcast all the way through November. And in my last blogcast, I will like tear it apart on air, and I will restore it to all blue, all colors, all full colors, all sides. So that's a promise. I put it back on Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right, so, woo, that wine is like really good. Okay. All right. Woo, boy. And all right, clear my head here for a minute. Yeah, oh, really good wine. Fuck, I'm gonna look up the notifications on here. Let's see, there we go. All right, so okay, well, hell, screw you. So anyways, there we go, back. All right, so anyways, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 259. It is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023, and I want to say that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listing platforms for your podcast too. Plus, I want to give shouts out for you watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Support of Sarnia 2.0. Chain Reaction, great band there. All the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Billy Squire groups. All the wine, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blogs, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubiks. Right on. So, Billy Squire, George Peppard. Great. So, all right. So now we get to our who. All right, we get to our our classic sci-fi character tonight. All right. So yeah, this guy. All right. You don't want to cross this guy. He is the bartender in the Mos Eisley Cantina. He was he appears in the first Star Wars movie. Now, all right. So, anyways, all right. So his name's Wuher. He was an orphan. He worked his way off Tatooine by. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Oh, boy. Wow. All right. So he was by studying various species, his characteristics, he was able to determine what type of drinks that would be desirable with various species. He disliked slavery and had a strong dislike for bounty hunters, but wouldn't refuse them in his bar. Now, he also doesn't like droids because his parents were killed by battle droids during the Clone Wars. He had great respect for Jedi Knights, who saved him from a battalion of droids. He installed a droid detector in the cantina to keep droids out. He ordered Luke Skywalker, that's this guy, to that R2-D2 and C-3PO would have to wait outside because he didn't serve their kind. So, as you can guess, there we go. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi with Luke Skywalker. Of course, they were harassed by these two patrons in the bar. At Mos Eisley Cantina. There we go. Pondo Baba and Ali. All right. And there was this guy that appeared in the at the Mos Eisley Cantina, and then this alien, and then there's this alien, the Hammerhead, and Garandan. So there we go. This is from the Star Wars Character Encyclopedia. All right, so there we go. All right, so yeah, so Wuher, basically I posted the clip of him, his backstory, on my Blogcast page and Facebook page. There we go. Your droids, they'll have to wait outside. We don't serve their kind here. That was a bit like, what's the word I'm looking for now? We don't serve their kind. Bigoted towards droids, but hey. Different time, different place. There we go. There's some of the characters that appeared in the in Mos Eisley's Cantina. All right. So. All right. So. Okay. All right. There we go. Wuher. All right. There we are. So there. All right. So, okay. Bit of a gruff-looking fella, but you gotta be nice to him, tip him well, if he's ever your bartender. So, all right. That was Wuher, Star Wars Mos Eisley Cantina bartender. All right, so got to relight my cigar here. So yeah. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259. It is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023, and it is Wine OClock Wednesday. All right, I love wine, Wine OClock Wednesday. There is no craft beer review tonight, so the wine tonight, it is, wait a minute. Bit of a gong solo there, some more gongs, more bongos. The wine tonight, it is called Brunch. It is a Redfield blend. I'm going to top this up. So, all right. It is brewed by the Organic Beverage Solutions in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. So, all right. All right, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so it, I gotta say that this wine, it's a good wintertime wine. Goes good with steak and fish. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. I expected it to be a sour tasting, but it's not. It's really good wine. So it's a definite do again. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. So, yeah, gotta let it breathe. There we go. So, all right. Yeah, and it's a good pairing with this cigar right here. It's also good. I gotta say, this is also good when you're out with your significant other. You know, just enjoying each other's company. You know, just chilling. Yeah, that's why that wine is growing on me. So yeah, right on. Fuck. All right. So, okay. So as we get to we're gonna get to our forgotten pro wrestler, classic one-hit wonder. He is called Outback Jack. All right. So, anyways, all right. So now, if you've seen Outback Jack, if you remember Outback Jack, his real name is Peter Spilsbury. He was born February 4th, 1958, in Victoria, Australia, trained by Les Thornton. Now, of course, the movie Crocodile Dundee came out in 1985-86, and everybody was way deep into Australia this, Australia that. Now, of course, the WWE wanted their own Australian connection to it, so this guy was it. Let's see here. So, anyways, he started his wrestling career in Stu Hart's Stampede Wrestling, was brought to the WWE that month because of the sudden mainstream popularity of, you guessed it, Crocodile Dundee. The WWF hyped his debut by showing several video vignettes of him in the Australian Outback, and I posted those. Mean Gene Okerlund was looking for him. He was driving a Jeep. He was drinking beer with cows. He was learning survival skills from the Australian Aboriginals. He looked the part. So, they billed him from the Humpty Doo Northwest Territories of Australia. Now, he got both. He was basically, he won over jobbers like Iron Mike Sharp, Reno Riggins. Let's see, Barry Horowitz. All right, so let's see here. There's another picture of Mr. Iron Mike Sharp. Dale Wolf. All right, so yeah, so Jose Estrada, Steve Lombardi. There we go. There's the Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi. Mario Mancini. Tom Stone. All right, there you go. So, all right. So, anyways, now okay, so anyways, yeah, and he had wins over superstars like the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. Now he started jobbing to the stars. They put him jobbing to the stars. For those of you who don't know, a jobber is enhancement talent who has to go out, basically lose to the established superstar that the WWE wants to put over. All right, there. You've seen this match hundreds, like me. You've seen it hundreds of times. He feuds with Killer Khan, Frenchie Martin, the Outlaw Ron Bass. Makes one appearance on the Snake Pit with Jake the Snake Roberts. June 6, 1987. Now, his May 7th, 1988, his final TV match on WWF Superstars of Wrestling. It was a 6-10 tag team match with Brady Boone and Steve Blackman in a loss against Bobby the Brain Heenan's The Islanders. So, his final match was against Greg the Hammer Valentine. He left the WWE in 1988. He currently lives in Florida, retired, and blind in one eye. So, but rumor has it that he was he was constantly ribbed by the British Bulldogs, Davy Boy and Davy Boy Smith, and the Dynamite Kid, as they played constant practical jokes on him, and he couldn't take it anymore. So he left in 1988. Sudden departure. Nobody and he promoted ice cream bars too. All the ice cream bars. And so this is our classic one-hit wonder wrestler for tonight, Iron Mike Sharp. So all right. So all right. Okay. So there we go. Feuds with Daron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov. Feuds with Barry Horowitz, another celebrated jobber, enhancement talent. All right. Let's see here. All right. Feuds with Tom Stone, Mario Mancini. The Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi, Dale Wolf, Iron Mike Sharp. All right. Okay, so yeah. Also, Reno Riggins, another celebrated jobber from that era. Okay, all right. So yeah, Peter Stillsbury, known better as Outback Jack, didn't make a return to the WWE. So, as you know, Crocodile Dundee was all of a sudden rage in pop culture, mainstream pop culture at the time, and the WWE wanted their own connection to Australia. So, and I did post several of Outback Jack's vignettes and matches and promos on my Blogcast page. So look for it, like it. There we go. There's our classic one-hit wonder pro wrestler for tonight. So yeah. I've got notifications here coming up. Let me read them. There we go. Let's see. All right. Boom. Okay. Good. All right. Boom. All right. So there we go. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Bongo solo. Boom. All right. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259. It is a Wine OClock Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. I've got a good wine going on here. There's no craft beer review tonight, so plenty of bongo solos and gong solos there. So, yeah. The wine for tonight, it is called um, Brunch Redfield uh, blend by the Organic Beverage Solutions of Burlington, Ontario, Canada. I gotta tell you, I've got it on ice here. I gotta tell you, this wine, mm, mm, trying it for the very first time tonight. It's got a good texture to it. It's a good wintertime beer. It goes good with steak, fish. It would be it's good when you're chilling at the times with your significant other, with your like boyfriend, girlfriend, and yeah, it's like one of those you gotta let it breathe, open. Mm. Mm. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, sticking around, feel free to drop out a number if you want to. Yeah, so, all right. Boom. All right, so, we're coming up on like our classic album, so stick around for that. Yeah, very good, very good. So yeah, I'll cube the Rubick one more time tonight. All right, so this is a White Rascal Gurkha Vanilla. All right, so there we go. All right, so just doing some toggling here. This is a Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 259. Wine o'clock Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. There we go. Yeah. Good wine tonight. So, boom. All right, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number as I will do that. So, I don't know. What are we going to give this wine tonight? So, are we going to give it a 10? Are we going to give it like a 9? Are we going to give it like a 1? Are we going to give it like a 2? Stick around. You may never know. So, you'll know soon enough. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. Boom. Another... bongo solo there for everybody that wanted it. So yeah. All right. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259, Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. As I'm going to remind everybody, this blogcast is in spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to remind everybody, okay, and I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin groups, Sarnia groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Chain Reaction, great band there. We're going to see them this Saturday, I believe, on the Duke Cruise. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Billy Squire groups, all the wine, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, birthday groups, bongos, Rubiks, right on. So, anyways, yeah. So we get to our classic album for tonight. It is infectious. All right, it's Billy Squire, Signs of Life. Now, this was released July of 1984 on Capitol Records. All right. It was produced by Billy Squire and Jim Steinman, the late Jim Steinman. Recorded April 84 to June of 1984 in the Power Station in New York City. Of course, you had Billy Squire on vocals and guitar. Brian May of Queen makes a guest appearance on this album. Jeff Goldblum on guitars, Alan St. John on keyboards, Doug Lubin on bass guitar, Bobby Chouinard on drums, The art and cover design. Let's see. Is it okay? So, anyways, yeah, we've got like that. We've got the inner sleeve there. There's Mr. Squire. All right. So, hopefully, yes, hopefully. Signs of Life was Billy Squire's third album that went platinum. That means 1 million copies and peaked at the number 11 on the Billboard album chart. You've got the songs. Side 1, All Night Long, Rock Me Tonight, Eye on You, Take a Look Behind You, Reach for the Sky. Side 2, another 1984, Fall for Love, Can't Get Next to You, Hand Me Down, Sweet Release. Now, Signs of Life was Billy Squire's last platinum album to sell 1 million copies. He had a problem. The video for Rock Me Tonight was the video that ended. Like, Billy Squire had platinum selling album, million selling albums, sold out concert tours. All that ended when the Rock Me Tonight video aired on MTV. So, and it was directed by Kenny Ortega. He was like, if you've seen the Rock Me Tonight video, I mean, what the hell? Like, I mean, fuck. Of course, it's accepted now, but the video basically killed Billy Squire's career, as he was like, here's one still from it. There we go. There's another, and there's another. Basically, you guessed it. He was like dancing around in the video. And it was his fan. Like, basically, we all wondered what the hell was going on. Why don't you play guitar in this video? All that platinum selling album, all those sold out concert tours ended all of that. Squire and his manager, who he fired after the video aired, begged MTV and Capitol to destroy the video. Please destroy it, But I posted it on my Facebook, on my Blogcast page. Back when we had good movies and TV. The video for this is a good album, good songs, good tunes, but the video, it basically killed Billy Squire's career overnight. I mean, you had him dancing around in the video. His fans wondering what the hell went wrong. On tour at the time, Rat opened for him. Bon Jovi opened for him. But it was too late. The damage was done to Squire's career. So basically Rat opened for him. And here's two pictures from the video Rock Me Tonight. If you had a time machine and you could go back in time, I would have fired the director and put a whole new different spin on this video. So, but other than that, Squire would like I said, Signs of Life was his last million selling album. The rest of the tour was half empty arenas. You don't take my word for it. Hell, ask around. Go on YouTube. Before that, Squire would his previous albums, Tale of the Tape, released in 1980, Don't Say No in 1981, Emotions 1982 would go on to be platinum sold millions of records worldwide. After that, he would release Enough Is Enough in 1984, Here and Now in 1989, Creature of Habit in 1991, To Tell the Truth 1993, and Happy Blue in 1998. He would regret just releasing that video. Rightfully so. You fire everybody around you and start with a new team, and I would have reimagined that video very differently, very, very differently. But Signs of Life, regardless of the video, was a cool album with lots of cool tunes on it. So, yeah. Do. All right, and I posted I posted several of I posted Rock Me Tonight on there on my blogcast page. I posted Take a Look Behind You all night long as for the other videos. Yeah, so basically that video was basically a career killer for for Billy Squire. Other than that, it was like great tunes, great album, but the video, man, that just killed his career. Mm. Mm. All right, just looking over my notifications here. There we go. All right, so yeah. All right, so okay. Oh yeah, liking it, liking it. Did I see the love for all that? Like, there we go. All right, yeah. All right, before we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, I'm going to give you guys like a bongo solo. Boom. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live. Version 5.0, episode 259 is Wine OClock Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. My wine for tonight, it is called Brunch. It's a Redfield blend. There we go. There's a close-up of it. VQA Ontario. Now all right, I'm trying this wine for the very first time tonight. All right, just doing a bit of toggling here. Good. All right, there's a close-up of it, and juicy plum, soft spice, and a long lingering finish. This would go good. This is a good wintertime beer, or wintertime wine. Sorry, we're not doing craft beers tonight, so good texture, good taste. All right, so I gotta see what this. All right, so anyways, yeah, this wine is good. I'm gonna top this up. So let's see here. All right, so there we go. Topping it up a little bit. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. So it went down there. I gotta find the. All right. Well, I'll do that later. All right. So. Okay. Well, it's airing out. So, anyways, I lost the cap to it. All right. So. All right. So yeah, it's a good wintertime beer. It's a good, spring beer. Good fall. I'm not going to say summer because good texture to it. Flavor, excellent flavor. No bitter aftertaste to it, I find. So good when you're good with steak and fish. And a good pairing with a good cigar here, especially this one. I mean, you have to relight that. And it's good when you're chilling out with your significant other, your honey, your fiance, your girlfriend. Larry, take notes. So, there we go. Yeah. So, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to do so. Feel free to throw out a number. All right. So, yeah, just doing a bit of toggling here. All right. Now, where'd that cap go? I'm letting the wine air out. So, all right. Well, I dropped the cap. It's airing out. So, yeah. All right. So, there we go. Okay. So I may have to relight this. So. All right. All right. Damn good cigar. It is like a Gurkha White Rascal vanilla flavored. I got it from the Sarnia, like I got that from the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Mm. All right. So, boom. Good bongo solo there for everybody that wanted it, requested it. All right. Now we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. It is called On This Day in Van Halen History. July 19th. All right. All right, July 19th. Here we go. July 19, 1979, Van Halen plays the Century 2 Convention Center in Wichita, Kansas. July 19, 1991, David Lee Roth plays the Valdulis Amphitheater in Mears, Michigan. July 17, 1995, Van Halen plays the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. July 17, 1998, Van Halen plays the Riverport Amphitheater in St. Louis, Missouri. Boom! And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. That is all for On This Day in Van Halen history. Sorry. So, all right. Okay. So, all right. This wine is like really, whoa, good flavored wine. So it is Wine OClock Wednesday here on Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259. Yeah. All right. Wine OClock Wednesday. I love Wine Wednesday on Big Jims Blogcast Live. So, all right, boom. All right, so I'm going to rate the wine. I'm going to cube the, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cube the Rubick one more time tonight. Take it out of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right, so I'm going to try and get all blue, 20 turns. And if I don't, all right. So all blue or purple or whatever it is, dark blue, 20 turns. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So there we go. That's all I got. So anyways, if I don't, I'm going to do this all year long right up until November for the last blogcast. In the last blogcast, I will dismantle, I will take this apart on air and restore it to all colors, all sides. So you can hold me to that promise. So there we go. I'm going to rate the wine in a minute here. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0. It is Wine OClock Wednesday. All right. So this blogcast is not spam. It is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. This blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listing platforms will see your podcast too. All right. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rocks. Yeah, I could do that. Supporting Sarnia 2.0, Chain Reaction, great band there. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Billy Squire groups, all the wine, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubiks, right on. So, boom. All right, so it is time once again. Tonight's wine, it is called Brunch. Anybody wants to throw out a number, feel free to do so. If you want to see, matches up with mine. It is a Redfield blend it is brewed by the Organic Beverage Solutions in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. My final thoughts on this. It is a good wintertime beer, good spring beer. Mm. No unpleasant aftertaste, go down really smoothly. And when I do these craft beer reviews, I just don't go, well, it's very exquisite, very good tasting, highbrow. No, I go with my gut. I use my own words. You know what? And right, so this wine, it's a very good wine. I mean, I'm letting it air out. So yeah, good wintertime beer goes good with steak and fish. Good spring beer, good when you're chilling with your like significant other. Relaxing, just chilling out. Mm. Mm. All right, so what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do here? All right, so I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. So all right, there we go. Mm. 9 out of 10. There we are. All right. 9 out of 10 for brunch. All right. 9 out of 10. There we go. So, 9 out of 10 for this delicious, exquisite tasting wine. Oh, that's another word. All right. So, yeah. So, anyway, it's a good wine. I'd recommend it wholeheartedly. 9 out of 10. Mm. Mm. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, all right. So, yeah. All right. Boom. Oh, God. Good. God. Great, great wine there. So, and it goes good with this cigar, too. All right. All right. So yeah, take my word for it. Brunch. Yeah. On Wine o'clock Wednesdays. All right. Brunch. There we go. Look for it in the liquor store and grab a bottle because it's a good wine. It's a good wine to chill out with. Good wintertime. Good wine to warm you up. You know what? Good wine to like good after the wintertime, spring and fall. I can't see it being a summer wine, but you know what? If you can enjoy it in the summer, more power to you. Right on. So I'm going to give you guys a good wine quote here. My motivational, inspirational quote. Men are like wine. Some turn to vinegar, but the best improve with age. All right. I'll repeat that. Men are like wine. Some turn to vinegar, but the best improve with age. And that quote is by Pope John Paul, the XXII. So I'm not big on Roman numerals, but if the Pope recommends this wine, then you know what? It's a good wine. So, all right. So, yeah, 9 out of 10 on that wine. All right. All right. And it does go good with a cigar. It does go good with like steak or fish. You know, and or when you're chilling with your like significant other, and you just want to chill out for the evening. That's great. It's a good wine. So yeah, it is called Brunch. Yeah, by the Organic Beverage Solutions in Burlington, Ontario, Canada, and 9 out of 10. So yeah. All right. So. All right. So a lot of you have been asking me, okay, about T-shirts. But I'm going to say one more time, this blogcast, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 259. All right. It is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. We are having a Wine o'clock Wednesday. All right. So, yeah, this podcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. There's your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel Big Jims Blogcast live at youtube.com. So, shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups like Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia, all about Sarnia. Chain Reaction, great band there. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Billy Squire groups, all the wine, cigars, Star Trek, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongo groups, all the Rubik's Cube groups. Plus John Saxon, Billy Squire, George Peppard, right on. So, now, I've been getting requests. All right. So, a lot of you have been asking me about t-shirts. Now, if you want one like mine, or, all right. So, if you want, like, one like this, all right, Big Jims Blogcast, plain white t-shirt with the logo on it. You want, like, a baseball jersey like mine with the logo on the front or the back, or, okay, hold on here, or a classic one from 2019, Big Jim's House Blogcast. I can definitely supply you. Now, they are, like t-shirts like mine, they are $35. That includes shipping and handling. 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Just inbox me on my blogcast page here or my regular Facebook page. And so and just with an e-transfer or money order, I don't take cash. And I will do my best to get that out to you. It takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. So, all right. Okay. So, all right. Good. All right. All right. Good bongo solo there. Good gong solo. So, yeah. All right. So, all right, people. All right, people. That's it for me tonight. Big Jims Blogcast live. Big Jims Blogcast live, version 5.0, episode 259. Wine OClock Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. We did our wine review. I gave this wine a 9 out of 10. It's like a brunch. All right, so yes, good wine, 9 out of 10 by the Organic Beverage Solutions in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. All right, birthday shout outs tonight. We cubed the Rubick, Shannon Wolf, Kevin Clements, Brad McFadden, Tracy Spooner Martin, Toby Green, Nancy Travisek, Kathy McGinty Smith, Tom Helkamp, Roxanne Larroquette, Patty Wakefield, Tanya Mashina, Patty Schreider, Alan Kuderink, Steve Keller-Giros. Countdowns, local events. We talked about Battle Beyond the Stars, the classic movie, our classic TV show, Misfits of Science, our Star Wars Bartender-Wuher, our classic wrestler, Outback Jack, our classic album, Billy Squire-Signs of Life, On This Day in Van Halen History, Cube the Rubick, our inspirational motivational quote, Men are like wine, some turn to vinegar, but the best improve with age. That's by Pope John Paul, the 3rd, 2nd, or 4th, or whatever. All right. Our inspirational motivational quote, some men are like wine, some turn to vinegar, but the best improve with age. We are not spam. Big Jims Blogcast live. We'll go out later on we're not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all these audio listening platforms, which is a podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast live at youtube.com. If shows up to be watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0, all the Van Halen hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, all the pop culture, classic nostalgia groups, all the wine, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubiks, All right, people. So, I gave a 9 out of 10 on this wine. Great wine. So be good. And you will probably see me this Sunday. So peace out, everybody. Enjoy your Wednesday, Wine OClock Wednesday. For Big Jims Blogcast Live, I'm Jim. Episode Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 259, Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. I'm Jim. And yeah, peace out and enjoy your time. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. And I will see you this Sunday. So cheers, everybody. Bye.